hello, hey, hi, it's your girl, Rena the Great. Rena the Great. Hey, hey, Rena the Great. Hey, hey, you is paid. Hey, hey, I'm really in the man. Hey, hey, I'm making a fin. Hey. I don't know. Okay, anyways, I've been doing Vlogmas. I have my thing on my stand and I don't have my ring light on. Okay, too bad. Dang, but I want the lighting to be better. Okay, let's get this in. Let's get it in. Let's get it in. Let's get a little personal. Let's bring it in. Let's get a little personal. Yeah, because I'm gonna talk about some personal stuff today. Let's bring it in. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, Lord Jesus, save us. Oh. Wow, much better. Okay, so like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, blah 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 blah. Let's get to the good stuff, the juicy stuff, the good stuff. Okay, yeah, so like I said, I've been participating in Vlogmas and I'm very proud of myself because I decided to start on December 4th because I wasn't even gonna do it, but hey, here I am on the 11th day making it do what it do ski. So let's get into ski. Oh, I like my into skis. Oh, I'm the dookie. Oh, your baby daddy wanna be my bookie. Oh, he eat it just like a pazookie. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Okay, anyways. Okay, so I'm gonna make this quick little short video. I have a little bit of time before I gotta go to my next shift, so yeah, I'm gonna get this out the way. But anyways, today I just wanted to talk about something that I'm very passionate about. It's a topic that I love to discuss and I love to learn about. And it's actually a topic that I pretty much do for my job, or it has a lot to do with my job. And that has a lot to do with my job directly, and I think that's why I've stayed in this field for as long as I have. Probably one of the longest jobs that I've had, because that's a whole nother thing, but it ties into what I'm saying. So anyways, we're 3 minutes in. Girl, what is the topic? What are we talking about? Let me talk. I'm glad you asked. So today I want to talk about just emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence overall, emotional discipline, emotional self-awareness. I think it's extremely important, for one. And number two, I think it directly affects every single part of your life. Literally, because we are humans. We operate off of emotions. Like, that's what we are. We're humans. And even working with people with disabilities or autism or learning disabilities, or anything like that, it still does have a lot to do with emotions. Like, and I only say that because sometimes people are like, oh, well, if you have certain disabilities, then you can't really read people. You can't read their emotions. Da, da, da. Okay, well, yeah, they might not be able to read everyone else's emotions as well, but that doesn't mean that they're not emotional. And they might move a lot more logical with less emotion, but it's definitely still tied in. Like, so it just may not be tied in exactly to the extent of some other people, but I believe that's so. What I really wanted to say is, or speak about, is that I truly believe emotional intelligence is something that needs to be talked about more. It needs to be taught more. It needs to be spoken about, talked about. I don't know that. It needs to be talked about more in our homes. There needs to be more of a conversation between parents and children. I just think it should be a whole class in school because literally our emotions change with puberty and hormones and this and that, and literally your brain's developing. So as you get older, it changes the way you think, everything. So I just think it's so interesting, and I think it continues to evolve, and the goal is to evolve as a person, right? The goal is, I would hope so. I'd hope that's your goal, to evolve as a person. And even let's say, like, I could even see maybe your goal is not to necessarily evolve, but maybe just the goal of being happy and at peace in life. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I wanted to talk about emotional intelligence. So it's a whole spectrum. It's a whole, like, so many topics we could talk about. But one topic that I really want to focus on is anger. I want to speak on being mad, being angry today. And one key thing that I think, or at least the environments I've been in, I don't know everyone. I don't know the whole world. I wasn't raised in everyone's homes. I don't live in it, obviously, right? Let's use some common sense. But and what I want people to understand and know is that it is absolutely okay to be angry. It is absolutely normal. It is absolutely okay. And depending on the situation, it could absolutely be appropriate. It could be, you know what I mean? Like, feeling the emotion of anger and being upset and mad, it is 1,000% human. It is 1,000% a part of life. And this is the thing that I think especially adults do to children. How do you ain't got no room to be mad. Stop being mad. Stop being mad. And I'm not speaking from a place of perfection, because baby, I'm still learning, and it's things that I'm actively working on. But anyways, you ain't got no room to be mad. I do it. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Or even adult to adults, depending on, what are you mad about? I got it. Or, we always love to excuse and tell people why they shouldn't be mad. It's like we frown upon being mad. We get mad at people being mad, which I don't know. That makes no sense when I say it out loud, but it's a very human characteristic. It's very, I don't know why we do that, but we do. We're human. We do that. But so what I would try to teach and try to let people and children know, being mad is a part of life. It's a part of life. You will feel mad. You will make somebody else mad. It is a part of life. You cannot avoid it. That is something that I can say, like, with like 1,000% confidence. You cannot avoid that. So to try and shut it down anytime you see that in somebody, it's kind of silly, in my opinion. It makes no sense, because now, I'm not saying we don't do it, but it if we really think about it, it doesn't make any sense. What we need to do, it doesn't make any sense, because that's not something we can avoid. You can't avoid being angry. You can't avoid making somebody angry at some point in your life, even if it's yourself. Sometimes people make themselves mad and it's hard for them to deal with. But what I want to make very clear is that just because you get upset, it doesn't mean that you have to act act out in these drastic ways. So it's okay to be mad, but it's not okay to punch someone in the face just because you're mad. It's not okay just to gaslight someone because you're mad and start calling them names and putting your hands on people or verbally abusing someone because you're mad. It's not okay to which another one that I work and need to work on, is just start yelling and doing all this because you're mad. No. 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 We need to learn coping skills for being mad. And I know they sound silly, and sometimes people are like, it doesn't work. Well, it's a skill. Coping, learning how to cope, it's a skill. It's something you have to develop. It might not work. And that's another thing. These things are usually not instant gratification. Okay? Now, there's a lot of coping or certain techniques, grounding techniques, breathing techniques, and they do have some type of instant relief because it's literally designed to target parts of your body that hold tension, and then you slowly start to release that tension. So there is kind of an instant gratification with certain coping skills, but for the most part, it's learning how to control your anger. It's learning how to be kind to yourself and have kinder thoughts to yourself when you are angry. It's giving yourself the grace and time to sit with that emotion and feel that emotion so you can allow your body to actually process that emotion and then eventually let it go. Depending on the situation is how long it could last or whatever, right? So yeah, I think that is something a lot of us need to learn because we're all searching for instant gratification, even me. Like, that's just kind of how our world is nowadays, especially nowadays with social media. And I'm not even one like downing social media or anything, but it does have more of a shorter attention span. And we got YouTube Shorts, we got TikTok, whatever, Instagram stories. Like, people do seek instant gratification, and so that's something that I feel needs to be said more. It's okay to be angry. It's just not okay to behave in certain ways when we're angry. It's okay to get upset and advocate for yourself. Hey, I need a break right now. I need some space. I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling this situation. I'm going to go take some space right now. I'm going to go take a walk. Or just removing yourself from a certain situation. Or, even being aware of how angry you are. Sometimes I think we black out. You get into rages because we're unaware of our emotions, and we were never taught when we're angry and little to feel our emotions. And it's okay to be mad. I'm here for you, and get a safe space to feel it and then be okay. No, and for a lot of different reasons. So sometimes people associate with being mad as being bad. You're a bad person. I'm mad, and now I need to instantly feel better. So I'm going to do whatever it takes to instantly feel better. And that could lead to a whole can of worms that you did not even want to open, right? I was mad. So then people, might try to find instant gratification or not be mad anymore, and they start doing drugs, or you get into a fight, now you sitting in jail, or you start to believe that you are just an angry person. That's just who I am. I am just angry. I always feel angry, and I'm just short-tempered. I'm mad. That's just who I am. Well, I mean, technically it's a part of who everyone is. Everyone gets mad. You're not special in that sense. You're not special because you get mad and you want to hit someone. You're not very special in that sense. That's very common. So I think a lot of people think, I don't know, it develops this certain type of hard body mentality, like, oh, but yeah, that no one messes with me, like I da this and that. But it's like, there's other ways you can gain respect, and there's other ways that you can preventative measures, right? Because how are you in so many situations to where you're just constantly angry, fighting everybody? As a child, okay, might be something totally different because you don't get to choose your environment, really, when you're a child. But as when you, oh, freaking nap, when you get into a certain age and you're an adult, you do. So, and it's not always easy. It's not always easy, but you do get more choices. And so I just really hope that maybe someone hears this and they kind of feel like a weight has been lifted off their shoulders and understand a little bit more about the emotion anger and how it's okay and inevitable to feel it. It's just not okay to act on it every single time and just do whatever you want and pop off and want that instant gratification. So, oh, boom, I hit you. Whew, I feel better because I transferred that energy, or I cussed you out. It's like, no. I know we think it's okay because if we feel disrespected and we feel angry, boom, care who you are, you could get it because I'm angry. And it just causes a lot of chaos. It's not okay just to act out because you're angry. It's not okay. I know a lot of people believe that and a lot of people stand on it, but it's just not true. I think it would be more of a true statement to say that anger is inevitable, it's a part of life, and we need to learn how to cope and filter through it. So, yeah, that's really all I wanted to say about that today. Maybe I'll start writing down these topics and really filter them out, because every time I get in front of this camera, I start talking, then I forget sometimes what's the main thing I was trying to touch on in the points. So yeah, maybe I will start writing out these ones when I want to talk about this topic, because it is something I'm passionate about. It is something that I love to speak on, and I don't just want to mumbo jumbo like I do a lot of other things. I feel like I can just talk, and you know, I can do that. Like, I'm cool with that, but I don't know. This one, I just feel I want to put a little bit more thought into it to present it wise. Anyways, okay. Like, subscribe, love you. Bye.